Hey guys, well, in the age of COVID, this is what we got. Ah, gotta love it. Gotta love it, yo. Gotta love it. So I'm back. Uh, we are having some slight technical difficulties. Thank you for being patient. I appreciate it. But I am committed to getting you the information that you need in order to stay motivated to work out. That's our topic for today, and we are going to be joined by Tokes Ojo-Ade. Hey, Positive Muslima, how you doing? As you join, make sure you use the city or state that you're watching from. Would love that. And I know a couple of you had other questions around. Let's see here. Oh, that's the new chat. Not the old chat. Janisha, thank you for coming back, girl. I appreciate it. I appreciate your patience too. In 2020, we had so many things going on that 2021, we could kind of just roll with the technical issues, right? Hey, Philly in the house. I was actually just driving through Pennsylvania last week to drop my daughter off to school. She's going to school in upstate New York. So we drove through the snow. And there's a McDonald's like at every exit in Pennsylvania, it seems like. This they like McDonald's. Uh, so, so make sure, drop any questions you have in comments below. Drop, yes. Joining us. And there we go.
Oh my goodness. Finally. I'm like, what is going on? I was trying to join, and for whatever reason, it wasn't quite working out for me.
Well, hey, Kathy Williams. Kathy Sugar Williams is in the house. Thank you for congratulating. Yes, my daughter's very excited about going off to college. So yes.
Oh, nice. Where's she going? Where's she going?
She is going to Pratt Institute. They have a satellite campus in Utica, New York.
Yes.
So we dropped her off last week. She's already calling home, and then
oh my, because I remember even last year. Yes. When you guys were going through it and you were talking about schools and stuff, that is so exciting. Yes. One of them out, one more to go.
Exactly. About 4 or 5 more years for that one, but I'm not in a rush. And she was rushing to get into the dorms and leave. Hey, Tiara. Good morning.
Good morning.
Which was okay, but I told her, I said, you don't want to stay here with us? She was like, no. And now a weekend, we're getting text messages. I miss you.
Oh, you know how they are. They think they want to be grown and out the house, and then they're like,
and come downstairs and get some food. So let me acknowledge some of the people that have joined us, guys. Thank you for coming back to this chat. We are joined by Tokes Ojo-Ade of Tokes Take on Style. You can find her on Facebook. You can find her on Instagram. You can find, she's a fashionista.
Thank you so much for having me. And I apologize to everyone who tried to join earlier. I am so sorry. Just technical difficulties. I'm glad I made it, and I'm glad you came back. So yay, thank you. Thanks, Deanna, for having me.
From 2020 to 2021, we can roll with technical difficulties, right? We got Blanca watching. So we got Blanca watching. So everyone knows the drill. If you're watching, leave your name and the city or state that you're watching from. I'd like to know that. Also, some housekeeping. I have my laptop over here, okay? Because I'm going to be managing questions and everything else. So if you see me looking off, that's what I'm doing. I'm not ignoring. All right, guys? You're here for Tokes anyway. So with that said, Tokes, introduce yourself.
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Deanna, for having me. My name is Tokes Ojo-Ade, and I am a fashion content creator when I'm not at my 9-to-5 day job in corporate America as a marketer in the financial services space. I love empowering women through style inspiration, because I believe that when we look good, we feel good, and looking good doesn't have to take all this work. Okay, so I believe in effortless style, and I love helping women unleash their inner confidence through style. And I hate working out, but I do it anyway, and I'm glad to be here today.
Awesome. So I did prep the audience, and I said, Tokes is fit. She's all that, but exercise isn't your most favorite activity.
No. I'd rather eat. I'd rather eat. I'm a foodie, so I'd rather just eat than exercise. Let me just say that.
That's food prep too, guys. But we're going to stay on topic. And she's going to share with us some easy strategies that she uses to motivate herself to work out. So we had some people here earlier that had questions like, that is the number one issue. It's motivation. And what I share is that motivation might be what gets you started, but discipline is what keeps you going.
Yes.
Share with us some, like, the first thing, one tip or one strategy you would like to share with the ladies on that.
Sure. So you are correct that you can start out being motivated, especially now this time of year. You know how it is, the beginning of the year, it's a new year. Everyone's on that fitness journey. Like, yes, this is my year of, getting fit and staying active. And then slowly as time, goes on, if you're not disciplined, that can just, that can fall by the wayside very quickly. So what I do to stay motivated is get an accountability partner or group. Okay, so Diada has Femme Fitale Fit Club. That is perfect if you're looking for accountability outside of your little circle. But there's nothing wrong also, just in case, initially you don't want to start out in a group, or, you don't want to, I guess, put yourself out there, if you will. You can ask a friend or a coworker or a family member to be your accountability partner if they also have fitness goals. Because what I always say to people is, you want to surround yourself with people who are like-minded. So don't pick an accountability partner who isn't going to be working out. Okay, so for example, I don't like working out. I do it. Okay, so find an accountability partner who, even though like me, they may not necessarily like it, but that they're going to do it because they are disciplined. So find an accountability partner. Again, ask a friend, ask a coworker, family member, join Femme Fitale Fit Club, because I love what Diada does, where she has these little mini groups on Facebook and Instagram. And the ladies stay motivated and they share what they've accomplished. That is another way, okay? But I'm telling you, having an accountability partner makes all the difference. And tell them what it is. You guys should share what it is that you're looking to accomplish. So for me, when I found an accountability partner, I told her, I want to work out X number of times a week. So you need to ask me, Tokes, have you put in your workout, whatever day it is, or this week, have you worked out X number of times? That's what accountability is. So accountability is not, you just checking the box and saying, oh, I have an accountability partner, but they're not really holding you accountable. Throw them out if they're not holding you accountable. Find you another accountability partner, and get one who is going to ask the questions. That's why I've worked out with Diada, and that's what I love about Diada. Diada doesn't play. She will push you and ask you, okay, and text you all up in the business, because that's the idea, okay? If you want to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish on your fitness journey, there has to be some give and take. It can't just be, unicorns and rainbows. You have to put in the work to get the outcome that you're looking for. So accountability is key.
So who's your accountability partner, Tokes?
So, wow. So Rania from work is one of mine, and Vanessa, actually, because Vanessa will text and say, oh, like, so when you're talking to, again, you have to surround yourself with people who are on that same journey and have that same mindset. So when someone is texting you and they're telling you that they took this class or this instructor or whatever, you're not going to want to just then sit on the couch and not do what you're supposed to be doing, because you're going to want to stay accountable. Right. So it's good. And you can have multiple accountability partners. Like I said, you can be a part of an accountability group. So it just doesn't have to be, you picking one person. You can be a part of a fitness group, and where, that group motivation also helps. Because again, if everyone is working out and they're sharing what they're doing, you don't want to be the slacker. No one wants to be the slacker in the group. So that's going to motivate you to push yourself.
No, absolutely. And to your point, I used to work out in person, pre-COVID, in person with Vanessa and with Tokes. And one of the things that you don't want to do is commit to work, physically going someplace, and you wake up and like, I don't know if I want to go, and you have people waiting for you.
Yeah.
The worst feelings, and because that will get you motivated. You're like, I know I don't feel like it, but let me just climb on out this bed.
Yes. You know, and be deliberate, you know. Not everyone, and again, this may not be a popular opinion, but we're here being real, right?
Yeah.
I don't work out 7 days a week. That's not me, right? Be deliberate in terms of what works for you.
Mm-hmm.
What I say is, as long as you are doing something, okay, that is what matters. If all you can put in 3 days a week, if that's all you can commit to, commit fully to those 3 days. Don't half-ass the 3 days. If that's all you can do are those 3 days. So be deliberate about the time that you're going to put, that you're going to put in. Tiara says, I've been the slacker and it's not a fun place to be. There you go, Tiara. Tiara knows. No one wants to be there, because I've been there too, Tiara. I've been there. No one wants to be a slacker, because it's, again, from psychological perspective, it weighs you down, because you're just like, man, like, look at all the stuff that these people are sharing and saying they're doing, and I haven't exercised this week. And there will be weeks, you guys, where life happens. I am a mom of two. I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old, so not quite where Deanna's kids are, right? But mine are younger, which means they need more attention. So life happens. There will be some weeks where, if you have a 9 to 5, right, work is crazy, or if you own your own business, you're an entrepreneur, business is crazy. You can't, things are just like, you're go, 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 go. And yes, in the middle of a pandemic, it can still be go, 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 go. And you feel like you can't make the time. So life happens, but what you won't do is use the life happens as an excuse week in, week out as to why you're not doing anything. Okay, life happens, but then don't let that detract you from then getting back up. Okay, we fall down, you get back up, you reset, and then you get back on track. So there will be some weeks where that happens. Like, there are some days where literally it's back-to-back meetings for me from morning till whenever, and I'm just like, what? I haven't really done much today in terms of movement or whatever, but that's fine. The other thing that I will say is, get a jump rope. Diada is the one who really made me really, really, really enjoy jump roping. Get a jump rope. We now have 3 jump ropes in this house, so even the girls getting on it. Go ahead, Diada. You were about to say something.
You actually got your girls in on it.
Yes. They actually, we have 3 jump ropes, and sometimes, because they're still in virtual school, so they have PE, right, that they have to do. So on some days when they don't do their PE activity, during the class, like if the teacher says get it done later, literally all 3 of us will be here in the basement, and we have the jump rope, and we're literally like, and it's, for them it's fun, and we count, because I'm just like, we're gonna do 100, like, can you get to 100? Kids are competitive. Okay, and the 8-year-old, she's, usually she catches up, right? She's a little slower, but she gets it done. And then we're like, can you do 50 more on top of the 100? Like, make it fun. So, and even if you don't have kids, get a jump rope. If you put your jump rope by your desk, or if you don't have an official desk, if you are working at the kitchen counter, put it on the side in the morning. And I'm telling you, when you have a quick break, or if it's a work call where you're not on camera and you're listening, or someone's rambling, we know people ramble sometimes on work calls, get your jump rope. Like, literally, you can put in a quick 10-15 minutes of jumping rope within that time frame, and you've moved. So it doesn't have to be, so people sometimes feel like, oh, I have to have all this equipment. Literally, I did get a Peloton last year in November. Okay. Because I quit my my gym. I was going to Orange Theory Fitness. Yes. And I did go back when they reopened. But then when the pandemic started showing its face again, and the numbers started rising in that November timeframe, my husband and I were just like, safety, right? Safety issues. So I quit Orange Theory Fitness, and I did get a Peloton, which Diana had been trying to get me to get a Peloton for a while. So I finally got a Peloton in November. But prior to the Peloton, you guys, I didn't have a bike. I didn't have a treadmill. I didn't. What do I have in the house, or what did I have in the house as equipment? I literally had, free hand weights. We have the jump ropes, right? And then I even have one of those, like the thick ropes where you can work your arms.
Yes,
That's it, you guys. I did not have a treadmill. I didn't have a bike. So sometimes people try to make it complicated and feel like you have to have a bike and invest in a treadmill and whatever. That's good if you want to, but you don't have to. Like literally, if you have sets of dumbbells and you have a jump rope, you are good. You're good, because you can then,
you're good.
Find, and then if you're like, I don't want to pay for stuff, you don't have to. In this day and age, you can find free YouTube videos. Okay. Diana has monthly challenges where you literally can save the calendar, which is what I do. When I get the email from her, I will click the email. It takes me to her page. I literally then save that calendar image. So it's in my photos. And she has these monthly challenges where there's a workout every day. And if you're like, there are free fitness apps that you don't have to pay for. FitOn, FITON, is one of my personal favorites. They have a premium version, but you don't need the premium. I don't have the premium version. You don't need the premium version if you don't want to pay. The free version, you guys, they have classes based on different time frames. If all you have is 10 minutes, they have a class that's 10 minutes. If all you have 15 minutes, they have 15-minute classes. So that's why I say to people, in 2021, if you really want to work out, you have no excuse, because if all you have are those 10 minutes, you can utilize those. And even Diana, when she has some of those classes that she will do, those complimentary classes sometimes, Diana will say, bet you didn't think you could do that in 15 minutes or 30 minutes, because there's a lot you can pack in if you really want to. That's the thing, you have to want to, but there are so many free options if you don't want to pay.
So no, that's awesome. And yes, and everyone's on a budget. Some people, because of, like, look at the job numbers and things, everyone may not be gainfully or fully employed, or they may be underemployed. So, we have to be a little more conscientious and frugal, so to speak.
Yes.
Okay. And that's completely, that makes sense. And I love the fact that you said, if you have a jump rope, we'll travel. Okay. You can, portable thing. If you don't have jump rope, and if your knees will allow it, jumping jacks, butt kickers, high knees, all that stuff works. Okay. Just move your body. So that's what really struck with me. But what's another strategy that you use to motivate yourself to work out, even though it's not your favorite activity?
So I personally think about the benefits. So when I work out, rebounder is awesome. Okay, so Janisha, and I hope I didn't butcher your name, Janisha, because people butcher my name all the time. I apologize. She says rebounder is another option, you guys. So check that out. So for me, I think about the mental, quite frankly, benefits, and also the physical benefits, and all the other benefits that come with working out, good health, and all of that, because endorphins. I want to be healthy. Both my dad passed away 2 years ago, God rest his soul, but I remember growing up, my dad played tennis. My dad played soccer. He was a soccer star in high school. He played soccer even through adulthood. And I remember he used to jog. My dad would get out and jog, okay? And he played tennis. He was fit. My mom is almost 80 years old. And if you see my mom is probably more fit than I am, which is shameful, but it's facts, right? So I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy, okay? I want to be healthy. So I think about that in terms of staying healthy. I think about how I feel. The other day when I got through my morning workout, I literally told my girls, I said, I feel good because I worked out. You just feel, it gives you a different level of mental energy. Because trust me, I was tired. I had stayed up late doing some blogging stuff, okay? And I had to wake up early and work. Work is stressful sometimes, right? but it gave me this high, and it's the endorphins, like you said, where there's a mental component. So for me, I think about that, and I always joke and say, when Mary J. Blige, and I love Mary J. Blige, okay? Mary J. Blige has that song Just Fine, where she goes, and I like what I see when I'm looking at me when I'm walking past the mirror. Okay, let's let's be real. That is a motivator, because you like, and that's why I say when you look good, you feel good.
Yeah.
When you're healthy, and I'm not even talking about size, you guys, because beauty is in all shapes and sizes. Okay, plus size, curvy, whatever. I don't care. I'm not talking about like your size. I'm talking about when you feel good, when you know you're healthy because you're moving and all of that.
Yep.
You move differently. Like when I say move differently, not just movement, I'm talking about the way you approach life, the way you approach everything. You move different when you feel good. And when you feel good, it's working out can make you feel good. Where again, like I keep saying, mental, like there's something it does to your confidence where you feel like there's nothing you can't do. If you can jump rope for 15 minutes, right? Or you can conquer a class.
Yes.
Yeah. And I see a question from Sade Tilly who says, do you recommend working out in the morning? Work out whenever works for you is what I say. Pre-pandemic, my husband traveled Monday through Thursday. So he was gone Monday through Thursday. And it was, me and the girls. So I can't, and like I said, this was pre me getting a Peloton, right? I couldn't, and I had to wake up at a certain time because I had to get them to school at a certain time and get to work at a certain time. So for me, the whole waking up super early thing didn't work for me because I was waking up super early to get the girls, ready for school and for me to be at work early, because I'm not about showing up for work late just because I have drop off and stuff. So what that meant was at that time, the only times I could work out in the early mornings were on Fridays, where literally I would drive to a 5:30 class, in the morning, or a 6:20 class, because my husband was home, so he could get the girls ready, and I would go to the early morning class and then go to work. And then when Diada was having her Saturday classes at the time, this is all pre-pandemic, I would go to morning classes. So my routine was the evening. So after work was my workout time. Other than the Friday mornings where I would sometimes go to class, I would go to my Orange Theory Fitness class after work. So I would go from work to the gym, to work out. So my routine was evening. Guess what? Now in this pandemic, my workouts happen in the morning. I work out before work most of the time. If I have like a 7 o'clock meeting or something early, then it'll shift my workout time. But for the most part now during pandemic, it's so funny. My workouts are in the morning, but pre-pandemic, it was after work. So I hope that answers your question, Sade, and Diana, I'll let you speak too, but do what works out for you. I'm not a believer personally in people who say it has to be early morning. No, what if that doesn't work out for me, then what?
Correct. And I think some of that might be, commingled with the thought or with the premise of fasted cardio, where stomach, normally when you wake up in the morning, you fasted, for a few hours.
Yep.
And the premise or the thought process is, and then when you exercise, your body is automatically going to go to burn fat stores versus the carbs.
Got it.
So that might be some of where some of that comes from. But to your point, and I've spoken on this as well, you work out when you have the most energy. Some people are evening people, nighttime people. There's people that work out at 10, 11 at night, because now you may have a hard time falling asleep. But you work out based on your schedule and when you have the most energy. I tend to be an early morning person. It's Saturday. I still got up at 6:30 today. I normally get up at 5. I have the energy. I'm awake. Bing! I'm awake. Let me go downstairs and, do my little, I did cardio today, but that's when I have the most energy. I've tried to dedicate and commit. And if I didn't get a workout in the morning, say, okay, I'm going to do it after work. I'm going to do it in the evening.
Yeah. And you're just not
I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I've been talking. I've been on phone calls all day. I've been thinking all day, looking at data all day.
Yeah.
No, let me just go. And I'm hungry. Let me go ahead and cook this dinner.
And that's the thing. So Sade says good because she's not a, she replied back and said good because she's not a morning person. So yeah, Sade, I say do what works, you know, for you. For me, I feel like it's, yeah, based on schedule. So
Yep.
I've done morning workouts with, you know, I've done after work. It just, whatever works that you can commit to. Cause like we said, it's that discipline. So don't commit to a time that's not, that doesn't work with either your schedule or you personally. Like Deanna was just saying, she can't do the after work thing. So do what works best, you know, for you.
Yep. Exactly. So I know there's some people that they like to exercise to music.
Yes.
Is there any type of music or
Oh
anything
gosh.
that gets you hype? Like, you know, oh, that's my song, and then you go extra hard. So before we start, I'm gonna go get my tea for my throat. So you're gonna see an empty chair, but I'll be back. But
Okay.
answer the crowd. I'll be right back.
All right. So music, anything, you guys. I will say, if you see my Spotify playlist, I've got everything on there from Kirk Franklin to Beyonce to Jay-Z to Nas to Bone Thugs and Harmony to Tasha Cobb to Kenny G. Who else? Two Chainz, like Run DMC, okay, Public Enemy, like I could go on LL, okay. I was a former Queens, New York girl, so I love my New York rappers. But my playlist is it's everywhere. It spans the gamut. There's even country in there. There's country music. I listen to all kinds of music. So whatever song, I feel like, yeah, music is key though. Because sometimes when you take a class and the music sucks, quite frankly, it affects the way you show up, right? Like you may not work out quite as hard because the music was whack. So music is key, but I will just say, figure out the songs that Tiara says yes, right? Like figure out the songs that you like that get you, like I was just joking about Mary J. Blige. Like there's certain Mary songs. I mean, they're the like the I'm in a mood, so I want to listen to like Not Gonna Cry and whatever. Like Mary has those songs, but then she also has the, you know, Just Fine, Fine, and she has the one with Drake. I'm, you know, nothing on me, nothing on me. Like there's, so I say that to say, figure out the songs that you like that get you hype, and then make a playlist. I use Spotify. I know my sister-in-law, for example, she swears by Apple Music. So that's her thing. My thing is Spotify. Deanna, what do you use?
I use a mix of both. I have things on, I like iTunes. I didn't know I didn't know Apple had a free, like, I didn't know.
I don't know if she uses the free or whatever, but she uses Apple. Like when I talk about Spotify, she's like, "Oh, I'm on Apple Music." I'm like, "Whatever." I'm on Spotify, and I make playlists. So like that's why I was joking and saying like literally my music is, because I love, if I don't, this is one of the things I actually I talk about in my, you know, when I do my lives or blog on Instagram.
Yeah.
I love music so much. I would have been a DJ. Like if I could, I would have learned how to DJ. That's how, like I love when I say I love music, you guys. So make different playlists, make different workout playlists, okay? And what's great about being able to create is if you know, you could hear a song wherever and say, "Oh, that's a good song that I'm, you know, it's going to motivate me." Then you can just keep adding songs to your playlist. Or if you're on Spotify like I am and you have the premium version, you can actually search artists, and other people have done the work for you. Nod your head and say, "Oh, okay." They've already put together the playlist for you for whatever artist you're looking for. Like if you were to put in J. Cole, there might be 1,001 J. Cole playlists already that have either all his songs, or sometimes it'll be a mix. They have 90s. Like, let me tell you, 90s hip hop gets me even like those Peloton classes, D.
Oh yeah.
90s, there's nothing like 90s hip hop, some DMX, like all of that. Okay, that gets me hype. It makes me work out extra hard. So find out what, you know what, I shouldn't say find out. You already know the songs that get you excited.
Yeah.
So just try to curate playlists, like create playlists, or like I said, depending on what service you have, you can search and then you know, you
Mm-hmm.
can use the playlist that people have already created. But yes, I'm telling you, music, yes, Deanna, that's a good one. Excuse me while I it's like music is key, because
Yeah.
if the music is whack, your workout could be whack too.
No, absolutely. And it's so fun that you say that, because I have a wide genre of music. I will have, like, you know, Latino music.
Yes.
I like it like that. That's one of my songs that really gets me hyped. And you guys may have heard it like in a movie or whatever like that. And then Aguanile is another one that I like, because it's like a very moving, so it's a very high rhythmic song. And when you're like doing cardio or you're really like in your head, I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. And then there's songs by, like, I used to listen to like Usher,
Yes.
or more or something, but it was about being powerful and strong, and you know, and then and Rihanna, I'm hard. And
Like when that go hard, like that again, that is a good workout song. Like
yeah,
that, you know, that Rihanna go hard. Or
yeah,
even What's My Name is another Rihanna one that I like. Like, oh nah. Like I'm just like, what? Like you
yeah,
just, you know, you
that. And here's another one that people don't may not even think about. 2000 hip hop does it for me. That's what Teresa says.
That's
Yes.
what Teresa said, 2000, yes.
So there's a group back in the day, I think it's 80s, called D Train, and they had a song called Keep On. And when you listen, I remember one time I was doing decline push-ups to that song, and it was like, don't stop, don't give up for nothing. Because I happened to be in that position at where I wanted to give up at that part of the song where it says, don't stop, don't give up,
Yep.
on, keep going, KEEPON. Just keep on.
And you're just like, I'm gonna keep on.
Keep on
Like
moving.
that.
They keep on moving, my friends. That's what it said. I was like, okay, I can do it. I can do it.
And even you say keep on moving. That's on one of my playlists.
Yeah.
The keep on moving, don't stop, like that. Cause keep on moving, yes. Cause that's another one where it's mellow, but then just the lyrics, you
Yeah.
know, like so yeah. Like I can't remember if it was Sade who brought up the music, but yes, music is all kinds of
It's
music.
life.
Yeah, music is life. Janae.
Yeah.
See, that's another lyric from a Janae song.
Yeah.
Music is life, you guys. She says she likes Lizzo. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Lizzo. Oh my goodness, Lizzo will get you hyped.
Yeah. Lizzo will get you hyped. And right before that, I think Tiara, because she used to come to my boot camp, she was like, Deanna's boot camp mixes were straight gangs. Yeah, I used to try to come up with some mixes.
You have some good songs on your playlist too. Yes, because you got some Beyonce in there too.
I did.
Yes.
Based off of feedback and what people wanted to hear. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm hoping this whole Facebook Live is getting y'all hype. And if you didn't work out today, now you're hyped to go work out today. Play this together. So the next time you work out, you're like, yeah, you know, because my workout time is my private, in my head space time. So that's another reason why I do it in the morning, because I like to do it when the house is asleep for the most part. So I'm not taking time away from family, but I'm a morning person, but also I have time to think, and I think about all kinds of stuff. What's going on during the day? What do I have to do today? Oh, what's my mom doing? Oh yeah, I got to do this. But it's not stressful thinking, right? It's just, okay, or I'm just thinking about the muscle, like, oh, I can't wait till my arms look, I'm trying to get my arms to look a certain way. So,
see, yeah. I always say I want Michelle Obama arms. I don't know if I'll, that's my goal. I want Michelle Obama arms.
So tell us, when you wake up and you are really not motivated, like I'm just gonna sit here and stay in the bed, or I'm just gonna keep working through, or I'm gonna keep working on my blog. What is the switch that says, all right, let me go on and get this done?
Because I told myself that these are my workout days.
Okay.
So I think about it from that perspective to say, mm-hmm. These are the days that you have said you have to do this. Mm-hmm. So when I get up and I'm super tired and I'm dragging, I'm just like, again, accountability.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the person who says, I didn't work out because I was too tired. Yes. And like I said, if things may happen, you may have something that disrupts what your normal time is. And then you schedule it for another day, because I've done that.
Right.
But when I'm really not in the mood and I'm dragging, I just have to psych myself up to say, you know what, like get it done. Like
Yeah.
just do it. Okay, just do it. Again, thinking about the benefits that how I feel when I work out, because again, it just affects your mental wellness differently.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to think about it is, oh, if I can get it over with, then
Yeah.
here's how I'm going to feel. My body's going to thank me.
Mm-hmm.
I won't have to say no, I didn't work out today. Like
Yeah.
those are the things that make me just want to push myself when I don't feel like it. Because like I said, I don't like, let's be honest, some people enjoy it. Like I wish I was like you, because you feel you are always you're always on and you're always motivated and you know, like for me, I'm just like you know, but I have to tell myself, you know, you're going to feel better after you do this. And then like I said, like think about the way you're going to feel when you're done. So I try to force myself, and I don't want to be the slacker.
Yeah. So Raina here is saying that working out is her therapy, and it
Yes,
that could be a big motivator. I've been through, single when I was single, or when going through some hard times. I've gone to the gym and just took it out on the treadmill or took it out on the weights. Put earplugs in, so don't talk to me because I'm really pissed off right now, and I'm just here to do what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
But I felt better afterwards that I only got it out, but also that I feel a little stronger. Oh, I really killed that workout.
You're like pat on the back. And I sometimes say to people, I'm like, I can't punch a coworker, right, but I can go. I used to take boxing classes too. I haven't taken boxing lately, but literally, because so she is so right. Because when you're mad, like you said, and you're mad at whoever or whatever, you can take it out on that workout. Like literally, I found that when I'm angry, I actually work out better. The workout is better when you're angry.
Yeah, and it's like, it's better. But hopefully everyone's not angry all the time. So you can still
hopefully we're not angry all the time.
Just let me get mad. Let me start an argument before I go to it. Like, don't do it. So Janisha says in early morning, and she's an early morning workout person. She works out. Anything or anyone can distract her.
Yes,
that's a good point.
That is a good point, because like I said with the kids, because sometimes they will come and they'll wake up while I'm working out in the basement, and then they'll come and ask me questions or say good morning or whatever. So you are right that it's good when you have that time to yourself to just gather your thoughts, start your day, think before all the obligations and responsibilities come, like literally knocking on the door. So it's good to get it out and just have that. And again, even if the morning is not the time that works for you, if we're talking after work, it's still time to yourself, like a little time, quiet time for yourself, time away from everyone, where it's your time to do something for yourself.
Pay yourself.
Yeah. Teresa says, is it better? Ooh, I missed her comment.
Oh, here it is. Is it better to have set workout days versus having a set number of workout days per week?
Ooh, I'll let you take that one since you're the expert. But for me, I just have days that I have set aside each week to say, these are my workout days. And I just rinse and repeat every week. Like these are, again, if there's something that then happens with my schedule where I have an early morning meeting that will, not allow me to be able to get it in and all of that, then I make it another day. But since I've said X number of days per week, that's what I roll with every week. But Dee, you're the expert.
So I think that when you have a schedule, I think that allows you to stay more disciplined to a schedule. Saying that I'm going to work out 3 days a week, well, which days are that? Now you're adding an additional layer of decisions that could potentially throw you off track. And what I mean by that, I'm going to work out on Monday. Oh man, I had to take my dog to the vet. Okay, I'm gonna work out on Tuesday. I said I'm gonna work out 3 days this week. Let me work out on Tuesday. Oh, I forgot. I have this virtual parent teacher conference. Okay, I'm gonna work out on Wednesday. For real, for real. And you might get that in. And then, but things could easily distract you and take you off the rails. I strongly suggest that people schedule it in their phones. I schedule
Yes.
it in my phone, even work-related, non-work related, in my phone, just to remind me, like, you said you were going to do this today. Or
Yeah.
and I have reminder, like an hour reminder, 30-minute reminder. I mean, that could get annoying, but I would recommend that you say, I'm going to work out Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, however you want to construct it. But
which is what I do. So my days are Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays.
Okay.
So even and what's funny now is we've got these holidays that tend to be on Mondays.
Yes.
That doesn't matter. I will still get up Monday morning to get it in, even on the like Martin Luther King holiday, or we have President's Day coming up. I'm like, Monday is your workout day, girl. So you will get up and you will work out on Monday.
Holiday is even better,
Yeah.
Well, for some people, not everyone.
For some people, because some people may say, because it's a holiday, sleep in, really take the day off because it's a day off, you know what I mean, and take it easy. So that's why I say but to your point, when you say be deliberate and set the days, so you know that, like, even my husband knows that those are my workout days.
Exactly.
So yeah.
That's an excellent point too. So thanks for bringing that up. It helps set your families or people that are around you, help set their expectation of when they can access or have access to you as well. They know this is mommy's, she works out on this day from 6 to 7, leave her alone.
Yep. And Teresa says, thank you, by the way, Dee.
Yeah.
She said, thank you, that she's going to do that instead of randomly working out.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And Yvette says, what about motivation loss of it? You mean when you lose the motivation, Yvette? Is that what you mean? When you lose the motivation? If that's what I'm not sure if that's what the question is, Yvette. Can you confirm if it's around motivation? Like if you lose motivation. If you lose motivation, going back to what, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was jokingly saying, there will be days where things do happen, right? And we're humans. Reset. Okay, reset is a word for a reason. We have to be able to say, okay, this happened. I wasn't motivated for whatever reason. Like 2019, like I was saying, my dad passed away from cancer. That was a hard year for me. Like just hard year. I'm trying not to cry now, even talking about it. But I say that to say, talk about finding motivation for what? Like it was a tough period. And the year before in November, which I told you this, Dee, one of my really close, like my sisters, she's a cousin, but my parents raised her. She passed away from cancer. So that was November. We lost my dad in March. It was a rough period. And I wasn't motivated. I wasn't. But once I then talked myself to get through that painful period, right, of mourning and just trying to deal with the loss, I reset and then I got back on track. So Yvette, she says yes. Okay. So there will be things that happen in life that cause you, for whatever reason, you may feel like, I'm mentally not there, for whatever reason, because of things that may be happening personally. That is okay. Don't beat yourself up. Just reset. Yeah, loss of motivation, Yvette says. And reset is an excellent word, says Reina. Just reset, Yvette. Just figure out what makes sense in terms of you, going back. And when I say going back, it doesn't necessarily mean physically going back somewhere, but going back mentally to that routine of working out. And then what may help is, like I said, if you have an accountability partner or group, right? You may want to tell whoever it is that I feel like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, Yvette. God rest her soul. I am so sorry for your loss. Because yeah, losing a parent, not easy at all. So I totally get where you are. So I will say, give yourself the time you need. And then when you're ready to come back, or maybe what you even say is give yourself a time frame and then tell your accountability coach, if it's Diada or if it's your accountability partner, tell them, I'm giving myself X number of weeks. I'm making it up, or X number of months. I want to be back by whatever it is. Tell your accountability person so they can check on you gently, not like kicking you and forcing you, right? They can gently check on you to say, you know, is the time right? Like, do you want to work out together, or do you want us to have this class together? And maybe you ease into it. Maybe it's 10 minutes of stretching, right?
Yeah.
Something that's really low key.
Yeah.
Where it's low impact. Maybe you ease into it and say, you know, we can do a stretching class, 10 minutes of stretching together and just talking or whatever. Or if you don't even want to talk, you're just stretching for 10, 15 minutes. You sort of ease your way into it. That would be my advice, given what I know I went through when my dad passed and having lost my cousin. It was a horrible time, quite frankly, in work. There was just all kinds of drama at work. So I felt like there were all kinds of pressure going on.
Yeah.
No. Not today, Satan. I always joke, not today, Satan, not tomorrow, not next year. Like, the devil is a liar. So
absolutely.
So you will get through that. But Diana, I don't know if you have any, but that would be my advice is give yourself the time to mourn and heal.
Yep.
Maybe mentally have a timeline, and then have someone check in on you, like an accountability person, to say, are you ready to ease into it again?
Yeah, that's a good point, Tokes. I actually had brought on a new client, and a virtual client, and literally, you cannot make this up. Literally, when the day we were supposed to start, and I'm sitting there and I'm like on Zoom and I'm like, okay, where is she? I get a text that the night before her mother passed away. And I'm like, oh my goodness, because it was unexpected. It was unexpected, and because mom was sick or whatever. And so my immediate thing was, the person that had referred her to me, I just communicated with them because I'm sure her, you know, she was on with other things. So I just communicated with our intermediate person, and I said, you know, obviously, take the time you need. You let me know when we're going to restart.
Yeah.
You'll let me know. And eventually, you know, she did reach it back out. We came up with a plan of how we wanted to move forward. But there were some days where she texted me and said, you know what? I can't do it today. And I had to understand that. And I do understand that. And sometimes during the week, even when we're not working out together or not scheduled to work out, I'll just check in on her. Hi, you know, you feeling, you know, how, you know, what have you. So I would say, and like I told her, if you have to cancel or what have you, you know, so I have a policy around that, but this is extenuating circumstances. Like, just let me know. We can keep this going however long we need to keep it going, because I know you need to take care of yourself, and you need to, you know, you need to mourn, and you need to, you know, heal. But, you know, fortunately, she, you know, her goal was she has to go in for surgery. So she get down a certain weight prior to surgery.
The surgery.
Yeah, because it was just safer for her not to be as heavy based on what her doctor told her. So, you know, but we're running up against a surgery date, and then you need some time off. So
yeah,
and whoever your accountability partner is, I'm sure they will understand that, and just, you know, take the time that you need, because it's important.
Yeah, no, I can. Yvette says she's crying. So Yvette, I am sending you big old virtual hugs right now, because you're about to make me cry. So I'm sending you big virtual hugs.
Yep.
And I am, you know, I'm going to pray for you that God will, you know, heal you in time, because it's a time, you will need the time, and trust me, it will not be overnight. Because, like, literally, my husband would tell you, there are nights I wake up and I'm crying for no reason, and it's because I just had a memory of my dad. The most random things. We love basketball. I could be watching a LeBron James game and saying, this is the time where I would have called him to like laugh about LeBron or whatever. So yeah. I say that to say, just know that you're not alone.
Yep.
Give yourself time. It does get better every day, but give yourself the time.
Yep.
Working out will be there. That's not as important as your mom. So
Absolutely.
yes. And let me see, do we have any other questions or comments? Leslie says, I needed this, all motivation gone, trying to work on my mindset and need to be held accountable more. Yes, Leslie. And that's, again, that's what Diada's Femme Fatale Club is. That's why it's so good, because it's group accountability. Okay, it's group accountability, and like we said, no one wants to be this no one wants to be the slacker in the group. So yeah, so I would say if you're looking for accountability, that's a good one. Like if you're looking for that, and then of course Diana is a coach, so if you're looking for some one-on-one, and then like I said, feel free to use friends, family members, the ones who are serious. So again, don't pick someone who wants to do it, but they're really not going to, because they're not disciplined. Don't pick that one person who's a resolution person, who they say they want to do it every year, but then they didn't do it. Nathan. And yes, I said Nathan. They're not doing anything. Don't pick that person. Pick the ones that they're committed and they're disciplined and they're about that life. Okay, those are the ones that you should pick.
So Leslie said, and I am in here, groups been a big slacker. She's a big slacker, and I guess she's saying in the group. So I will say this, and many of you may not know, but I actually have a mini accountability group with two sorors, Lawanda and Nell. And this is besides what we're doing with the group chat and everything, because just for me personally to get my work, and we share, hey, we worked out today. This is what we did. Not only, yes, I worked out today, but what did you do? I will say, I should do better because I'm on social media, but I forget to take pictures, video. I just forget, because when I say I'm in my head,
you really are in that zone.
I'm in a zone, and I don't think about it till after I didn't do it. Right. But I have a small accountability group as well, outside of everything else. Because I'm servicing y'all, but I have to help me, and this is just on the side, outside of what I do for everyone. So
I remember one time when you said to me, you're like, even the trainer needs a trainer, and I was like, that is so true. Like I had never even thought about it that way, but that is key. And when you think about it, that makes sense, like across, when you think about it from different perspectives, right? Like people who are leaders have coaches, right? So just because, and even I mentioned LeBron has, Lord knows how many coaches. That man spends millions of dollars on his fitness regime, right? So it makes sense that the best of the best have the, people also who are helping drive them and making them better. Because you also don't want to be stagnant, Diada. You want to keep pushing yourself to, be stronger and all of that. So it completely makes sense, that, you would have that too.
So I want to say we're about to wrap up. I think this discussion and conversation was beneficial to everyone. I hope you all get your playlist together, get your accountability partners together,
get your jump rope
together, get your mindset together, because that's where it starts. It all starts in your mind. Before we leave, Tokes, what do you have coming up? How can people find you on social media?
Sure.
All that fun stuff.
Thank you. So you can find me on, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, wherever. Well, Tokes Take on Style. So on Facebook, on Instagram, it's Tokes Take on Style. And I always jokingly say, think of Cokes, like Coca-Cola Cokes, but instead of the C, it's a T. So TOKES Take on Style. So Tokes Take on Style. You can find me on Instagram. I have an Instagram live every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And literally, we just talk styling tips. I share very quick and easy styling tips. We try to be, I say quick. Sometimes people will ask questions and they'll want to talk. But yes, so just saying that if you want to check that out, 7 p.m. Eastern time, on instagram.com/Tokes Take on Style. You can catch me there every Thursday. And even if you're not catching my lives, you can check me out at instagram.com/Tokes Take on Style. My website, if you want to subscribe to the blog, is tokestakeonstyle.com. And yeah, that's how you can find me. Again, I love serving up effortless styling tips, because I feel like when we look good, right, we feel good, and it doesn't have to be complicated. So I'm all about effortless and simple. Ain't nobody got time for that. Thank you so much for having me, Deanna. This was so much fun, and I hope this helped someone. So yeah.
And I think I put all the right links in the in comments, so you can go follow Tokes on Twitter, follow her.
Thank you.
And I put a link to her website. Thanks again for watching. We appreciate you, Yvette, and everybody else for watching this Saturday. Thanks again. We will be coming back to you again next week. I will have Tamika G back talking to us about how to eat to maintain, or how to eat to lose, or how to eat balance to lose weight. So make sure you're back here Saturday, February 13th. The day before Valentine's Day. Yes, and at 10 o'clock Eastern. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good one.